scientific size, not a 16 by 9 or 960 by, whatever there is out there. This is a real 4 by 3 ceramic sensor, by the way. Anyway, this is two. I think it is. Yes. Just don't say anything more than that, there, Simon. But I think it is. Yes. Simon, it just blew me away. Yeah, you missed the broadcast last night. I was using the 16-inch last night in Altas, and it was mind blower to look at. It was unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it yet. So once I found the ultimate camera for the 16-inch, uh, and I was floored. We were looking at NGC 6207. We actually found a nuclei where it was using this camera and the 16-inch. And we also found there's actually details in there. 6207 is basically detailless. It's just a smudge. It was unbelievable. So I'm testing this out tonight on the 8-inch, on the EQ mount in dome number 2 with an old laptop because the other laptop blew up. And I'm using this on USB 2. The camera is reversible from USB 3 because it is a USB 3 camera, and it's reversible down to USB 2. That's the most remarkable technology. This is the latest state of the art in sensors. Not one company has that in the world. Not one company has a camera like that in the world. Not one company could ever dream to have something like this. You're going to have a long way to catch up on this one. Okay, I wish I could give a little bit more. It's not released. We're going to start production of it this week, and it's targeted to be released this fall, possibly for Christmas time. But it looks like we're going to have to release it way before that. The only thing we're waiting for is the sensors at the moment. Hey, good evening, John. This is used on an 8-inch right now, 2.1 second exposure, and may I suggest that we go a little bit more than that. Uh, let's see what we can get. Let's say at 5 seconds instead of 2 seconds. Let's see what we're going to get here. So we'll go from 2 seconds to 5. I will have to readjust. Here's 5 seconds. I'm going to readjust the gamma here a little bit. We're going to lower this darkness in the background. There we go. Beautiful. Look how pinpoint this is. This is as sensitive, if not more sensitive, than any CCD sensors out there. As many of you knows me, nothing's going to be the ICX 428 and the ICX 828 or the 829 for that matter for sensitivity. Clearly, it is the most sensitive. But I hate to admit that this thing actually rivals it, and if not beat it. This is how impressive this sensor is. Right now we are at 5 seconds. Okay, and what we're going to do is pump it up to, maybe 10 seconds. This is an 8-inch, by the way, that I'm using. So we're going to bring that up to 10.1 seconds of exposure and see what kind of result we're going to get. Now, the only two adjustments I focus on and I really concentrate on is the gamma and the histogram. Here's 10-second exposure. This is gorgeous, beautiful. I have not activated the dark field correction yet. We're going to do that a little bit later. So we're going to go up slowly but surely in exposure. I don't know if you see that yet. Okay, Jack, let me know when you see the changes. Oh, I wish it didn't. Let me see, Jack, if I could change that for you. but you're going to lose my voice, though. That's the only problem that we're going to have here. Uh, let me go back to where I was because we are going to we're going to lose the bandwidth. I wish some of you would see what I'm seeing here on the screen in a full size 4x3. It's just incredible to look at. As I said earlier yesterday and this morning when I was in the solar broadcast with this camera, I'm not easily impressed and at anything. But I hate to say it, my jaw's still hanging, my jaw's still open, and wow, from 10 seconds to 15 seconds. I guess he's busy doing it, so what we're going to do is pump up to, from 10 seconds, we're going to go to 15 seconds exposure. Let's pay attention to the screen here, folks, and see. I just wish you'd see the actual 4x3 size. Right now, what you guys are seeing on NSN is kind of an oddball shape. It's not the right shape at all. Okay, you're recording this? Okay. There you go. This is 15 seconds. Wow. Is this ever nice? Look how pinpoint and the dynamic range of the center core and the outer area of M13 is. Oh, actually, there's a galaxy in there, folks. If you look at 4 o'clock position, if you look at 4 o'clock position, lower right of the frame, there is a galaxy that we're seeing, and I believe that might be NGC 6207. Yep, at about 4:30, 5 o'clock, not quite 5, about 4 o'clock position. And that's the galaxy I wanted to go at. Wow, Mitch is the one who spotted it. I didn't. Mitch is beside me here, and we're looking at. I can't believe it. Using an 8-inch, we'll get to see NGC 6207, which is, what is it, magnitude 13, 14 galaxy, and M13, and only at 15-second exposure, folks. That's how good this sensor is and this camera is. Evening. Sound like the mouse is here. Wow, this is remarkable. Thank you, Mitch, for pointing that out to me because I didn't see it. Wow.
Hi, everyone.
Can't believe that we're seeing this galaxy here. This is, never mind,
What's that?
never mind M13. It's the galaxy that I like. Wow. Well, that was my next target I was going to go for, actually, is 6207, which we did yesterday with a 16-inch. And boy, we saw some really nice features in it. And we found the nuclei of the galaxy. And most people, I guess, and most area on the internet, they mentioned that it's an actual star that's in the middle of the galaxy, our own star in our own galaxy. But using high magnification with the zoom system on the camera and the 16-inch and the high resolution of the camera, we were able to see detail in the dust lanes, and also we saw the nuclei right beside the star. That's quite remarkable. This is cool. Here we go, watch on your phone? You online now? You're not? Oh, okay. So you're using the internet connection. Yeah, that's okay. That's good. It hasn't crashed here yet. We're okay. Cool. Give it a try. I think you'll get it. This is very impressive, Simon. I'm blown away. Oh, John, I tell you, I could break dance right now. I just love it. Since 2013, I've been working on this sensor, and there's a lot of things that we have to do to make it work properly. But the quality of the sensor is there, the technology of the sensor is there, and the electronics of the camera are there. You should have seen it on the 16-inch, Simon, last night. We had 6207 directly in the middle of the field of view, and we were able to use the zoom of the software and explore that faint galaxy so well. I was blown away. I could have spent the entire night on that one galaxy only. I'm an observer. I'm a video observer, and imaging is cool. Imaging is nice. But boy, when you start to pull detail that you never thought existed in certain objects, hey, this is a whole new, different universe. It's the next stage. It's chapter 2 and chapter 3 of the evolution of video CCD. Oh, no, sorry, video imagers. We're going to be calling them now. Yeah, Ken. Because I'm using USB 2 tonight instead of USB 3, which the camera requires, but it is backwards compatible for that. It's very slow to do the change, so just bear with me on that for the change. This is 15-second exposure, by the way, using the 8-inch VRC8 and the dome number 2 here in my backyard. No, I didn't, Glenn. I did not record it, but I don't know if Jack did, but okay, hang on a second. It looks like it won't go. Okay, it just won't engage because of the USB to Simon. Oh, hang on. Yeah, actually, this is 20%. Here we go. Okay, here we go. I know how it works now. You got to go step by step with the USB 2. Here's 25% of the sensor only, meaning I got to reduce the size of the image by 90% to fit on the screen here. This is how big that sensor is. Okay, here's 33%. Oh yeah, we're going towards. Oh wait a minute. Never mind M13. I want to see the galaxy here. Oh, I think I'm screwing things up here. I'm on. Of course, leave well enough alone. It worked. I should have left it alone. You think it works that way? Murphy's law. Yeah. Always applies. All right, let me go backwards. You go back how we were. Okay. I just don't want to lose anything. But anyway, it's 25% of the frame only. So, wow. This, what, 15-second exposure? Here's 10. This is the actual size. I need to punch 15% to fit perfectly on my screen here. And I'm still blown away by NGC 607, which I was going to go on next anyway, to compare from last night's 16-inch. But no need to. We already see the same field of view. Well, John, I'm using a 17-inch right now. It's an Alienware. It's about 5 years old. It's got Windows 7 on it. That's what I'm using. And it's a USB 2 unit. So because the camera is reversed compatible, you can go from USB 3 to USB 2. Yes, it works quite well. The only thing is this. You got the choice of 8-bit and 12-bit. 8-bit I would recommend use for USB 2, but USB 3, last night it would not work on 8-bit, it only work on 12-bit with USB 3. In dome number 1, I have USB 3. I don't want to make the system, excuse me, the system crash, but you can actually switch that. Well, I don't want to do that, Simon, because I'm using USB 2, and it's too demanding a little bit on the sensor, but let me see if I can do it. You see, the image freezes there when we change the zoom, and so I don't want to do it because I'm using USB 2. If I'd be using USB 3, it would be a different story. So let's start the exposure again and see what's going to happen. Yeah, tell me about it, John. I just got a new computer, laptop, with USB 3 and Windows 10, and I tell you, Windows 10 is not happening. It's got a lot of funky things happening, and I am not amused with it right now. So that's going to get returned. Yeah, I think we better go back to where we were. Let's leave things the way they are for now until I get the proper computer to run this thing, and that way we could do more experiments. If I mean the other dome, we could do it, Simon. But on this 8-inch with the older computer on USB 2, rather not push my luck. Here's one thing that we could try to do. We can actually change the image scale. This is 4,640 by 3506. Okay, let's see if we can change that to 2304 by 1750. Still at 15-second exposure. I'm still just blown away by the view. Stars is so pinpoint. Hang on a sec. Let's go down to the smallest size we could go, which is 1536 by 1168. And let's see what it's going to do on USB 2. It won't be as cooperative on USB 2 as it is on USB 3. Actually, yes, Glenn, I totally agree with you on that. That's exactly what it feels like. Just incredible. Okay, we lost the integration. It's basically stays there, and I know exactly why. It's simply because of the USB 2. There's a lot of data running through this cable. This is a one cable camera, by the way. A recent manufacturer or distributor released a camera with an ICX825, and there's a bunch of cables coming out of there. 12-volt power supply, USB cable, a short one for that matter. And I tell you, this is not the way to go. You want to go one cable if you can, and this is what it is. This camera has one cable. It's a USB 3 powered from it, and it's a 15.5 feet long. It's not a short 2 3 footer or 8 footer or whatever it is. It's 15.5. We always supply the maximum length of cable with all of our cameras. Okay, it kind of stuck there. All right, let's change that here for a moment. We're going to go back to the full resolution here. Start that again. I'm going to see if we can pump that up to 20 seconds. Oops. I think I'm going to have to just close the program and start it again. With all this playing around that we did with the function in USB 2, we pretty well bottlenecked the USB 2 connection. Yeah, that's exactly what had happened. All right. Bear with me here for a moment, folks. We're going to reboot the software quickly and start over again. Go. Hang on a sec. That is because of the okay, here we go. Bear with me, folks. We're gonna have to start everything over again here. We bottlenecked the 8. We're doing too many things here, and it's not correct. Let's leave things the way they are. Actually, Michael, this is a very, very easy question to answer. And if you go on the MallinCam.com site, look at the Sky Raider 2.3 Plus, the Sky Raider 2.3 Plus, and this thing's going to fit perfectly for Hyperstar, by the way. Go look at the Sky Raider 2.3 Plus. It's installed in the same casing as the Sky Raider 2.3 Plus. The whole circuitry, the whole sensor fits in there. The only difference is it's T-mount. We are going to supply with a 1.25-inch adapter and a 2-inch adapter as well. Just a sec, folks. Let me do the adjustments here that we need to do. Okay, there we go. this is 20 second exposure. So now we're definitely getting overexposed. And we certainly see NGC 6207 at the bottom very, very well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to 15 seconds. I think it was just perfect. I still really enjoy looking at that NGC 6207 lower right of the screen. Okay, this is 15 seconds, much, much better. I would still see the small galaxy over there.